It doesn't matter who you are and it doesn't matter what you do. If you want to be successful in life and business, one of the most valuable tools that you can harness is the power of focus, being able to focus and achieve the goals that you have for your life or for your business. Now, focus is like a muscle, and unfortunately, a lot of us have very weak focus muscles, but it's not entirely our fault. We live in a society now that loves and values distractions. We have more access now to social media, TV, Netflix. We have shows on demand. There are so many distractions available to us every single day. And the more that we engage in these distractions, the more we're actually training our brain to love distractions and to get stronger at being distracted. And so what I want to show you today is the number one exercise that I've found to actually build your focus muscle so you can starve distractions and feed your focus. All right guys, Dr. Brady Salcedo here, and before we get going on this, if you like videos that are going to show you how to be more productive, how to have more energy, and how to give you better control over your brain and mind and create a high performance brain and mind, make sure you click that red button over there to subscribe so you can get access to more videos like this one. All right, so let's move on with our focus training. So really this focus training is kind of a spin on meditation. We're gonna be using the strategies of meditation to help harness the power of our focus. So essentially the first thing that we're gonna need to do is find a place in your home where you can get comfortable. So it's gonna either be a chair or a place on the floor with a pillow underneath, whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. Now you don't wanna get too comfortable. I don't want you to fall asleep while we do this because that's not the point, but you wanna get to a point where you're comfortable and you're not gonna be distracted by aches or pains that you may be feeling. And as a side note, the best time to really do this, I feel, is in the morning. So first thing in the morning, because what happens is this sets the stage for your brain for the rest of the day. So when you start your morning this way and you get your brain set up to focus and accomplish, that just really transfers into the rest of your day so that your brain's already fine-tuned and primed to be able to focus on the tasks that are most important for you personally. Now, it doesn't mean you have to do it first thing in the morning or it's gonna be a waste of time if you do it any time else. I know some of our clients who use it at lunch or at dinner, end of the day, whatever works best for you and your personal lifestyle. And then the next step is we want to make sure that we've removed all distractions. So you want to make sure the door's locked, you want to make sure your phone's off on silent, airplane mode, whatever it may be. And then the other thing that I like to do is to be able to put in some headphones, and that's going to really help block out other distractions like maybe a random noise you hear outside, a dog barking, things like that that could really pull away your focus and attention. So I like to put in either binaural beats, spa music, whatever it may be for you, whatever you like. I prefer music that doesn't have words because a lot of times the words can really pull your focus away if they say something interesting or say something that you didn't know was there before, and all of a sudden you're starting to think about that song, and then it takes you all the way to what you want to have for lunch, and all of a sudden you're way off course. You probably know, if you've tried to meditate before, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So I try to block off as many distractions as I possibly can and make sure that that space is going to be totally zoned out for me so I can focus on my focus training. Focus on the focus. And then to get started with the actual training, what I do first is I really want to make sure my mind kind of just becomes a blank slate. So I really start to focus on my breathing. And I particularly like using box breathing, where you basically take 4 seconds inhale, hold at the top for 4 seconds, 4-second exhale, and then hold at the bottom for 4 seconds. And this is nice because you can count the rhythm of your breath. So you're counting the rhythm up, you're counting the hold, and it just allows your brain to sort of zone out. Once I feel like my brain's kind of hit that good segment there where it's able to zone out a little bit, then what we're going to do is we're going to basically try to focus on nothing. I know that sounds really weird, to focus on nothing, but this is the most important part of this strategy, because what we're doing is we're not trying to essentially build our focus, we're trying to build our brain's ability to block out distractions that don't matter. And what you're going to be really surprised with is when you start, there's going to be a lot of things that all of a sudden jump into your brain. And what you're going to realize is that your brain has become this open door. It's allowing any distraction in, it's allowing any thought in. That's not helpful to maintaining your focus, but also it's not helpful to maintain mental resilience, and it's not going to allow you to be productive, because that just means throughout your day, you're having all these thoughts bombard your brain and distracting you from the important things that need to get done in your life. And so by focusing on nothing, it's training your brain to build its filter, to build the filter against the thoughts that aren't important, that aren't helpful. Because when you need to focus on one specific task or one specific thing or goal, you want to make sure that your brain has the ability to block all those out and be able to focus on the one thing that matters most. Now, I'll be honest, the first time you try this, it's probably not going to go super great, because for many of us, our focus muscle is super weak. We're not used to this before. We're not used to having to block out the distractions. So it's nice nice to be able to build up nice and slow, and the key is consistency. We want to be able to train our brain, and our brain needs the consistency and the routine to be able to rewire itself to become more focused. And over time, you're going to start noticing it's becoming easier and easier, and it'll start to transfer into multiple areas and aspects of your life. So a great way to start is to start with a 5-minute goal. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be totally focused and intent for 5 minutes, but plan a 5-minute window where you are really going to set the intention to focus intently for those 5 minutes. And over time, you can start building that up. And the goal would be to get to somewhere to 15 to 20 minutes where you can really just zone in. And then from there, the better you get, you can start to implement different meditation strategies depending on what you want. People use affirmations, gratitude, things like that. But this is a great first step to really harnessing the power of your focus and starting to build that focus muscle. Now, I think you're gonna be blown away by how powerful this exercise is. Not only that, I think you're gonna be blown away by how much influence and impact this is going to have over the rest of your life, and especially if you have some big goals that you've been meaning to hit, but just feel like you can't really get focused and can't really stay on task. I think you're gonna find this is gonna be incredibly powerful for you. And I wanna ensure that you're super successful with this. So what I've done is in the description below, I've included a link to download the free template and the free guide that does the exact steps on how to get started with this. And I've included some extra little bonus activities there that you can use to also help harness the power of your focus. And that's totally free. Just click the link below and you'll be able to access that free guide there. Thanks so much for watching. Now, before you go, make sure you comment below and let me know what other strategies have you found to be super useful in terms of helping you increase your focus and attention. And thank you guys so much again for watching. And if you enjoy videos like this that help you increase your energy, increase your productivity, increase your focus, and just help you create the ultimate high performance brain and mind, make sure you click that button over there to subscribe so you can get access to more videos just like this one.